it's time for the best coverage of high school football in the Valley. This is the Best Local Sports Show with Sports Director Blake Arthur, Sports Anchor Bailey Arredondo, and the News Channel 3 Sports Team.
Ooh, baby. High school football is back. The new season underway, headlined by our game of the week, the Mayor's Cup between Shadow Hills and Indio. The Knights looking to continue their reign, while the Rajas hoping for their first win in this rivalry.
Plus, from the East Valley and CV to the West Valley and Palm Springs, we got you covered every inch of the desert with highlight scores and more. It's week 1 of high school football on the Best Local Sports Show, and it starts right now.
You're watching high school football on the Best Local Sports Show!
We're watching high school football
on the Best Local Sports Show!
It is good to be back. Welcome into the Best Local Sports Show. Blake Arthur alongside Bailey Arredondo. We are excited, thankful for the opportunity to bring you coverage all season long. And Bailey, look, I've been at this for a while, but for you, this is your first full season. Had a little taste last year, but I know you're hungry for more as we kick things off here in week 1, headlined by the Mayor's Cup between Shadow Hills and Indio.
It was only due time that we get back here on the desk Friday Night Lights, and looking forward to a full season. This ain't no hobby. This is the real deal. And the same could be said about Shadow Hills when it comes to the rivalry in Indio. In fact, the Knights are 5-0 against Rajas. I wouldn't consider it a rivalry. 4 of those have been shutouts. It hasn't really been much of a competitive match as of recent.
Yeah, Bailey. In fact, the Knights have outscored the Rajas 208-13 in those 5 games. India hoping some home cooking would change that trend and, well, get them that trophy, their first Mayor's Cup win. First half, Greg Hollis III. They just call him Trey. And Trey Day takes it all the way to the house for the first Shadow Hills touchdown of the season, first touchdown of the game. Knights up 7-0. Shadow Hills special teams played special. Punt block here in Indio territory. Jeremiah Peffers there to scoop and score. One of the best defensive players, one of the best all-around players in our valley. 14-0 Knights. More Shadow. Another touchdown here. What a run by Luis Martinez. 19 in the white jersey. Takes it to the house. 41 yards for the touchdown. Knights up 21-0 in a blink. So Indio needing something. The Rajas trying to get something going. They would get it in the form of their quarterback, Fabian Garcia, the southpaw number 4. Hits his man, Michael Silva. First score of the game, first score of the season for Indio as they're on the board 21-6. But Shadow Hills, they would answer back the Knights. Jose Gonzalez adding some insurance. Shadow Hills wins it 28-13. The Knights remain undefeated against the Rajas in the Mayor's Cup. Shadow moves to 6-0 all-time in this rivalry and the battle for the city of Indio.
Our effort was there for sure. We never quit. Mindset of champions, baby. Some things you gotta fix, just little tweaks.
Just the team coming together. It was teamwork tonight. No individual, everybody came together and we got right coming off that half.
There's good things. I mean, our defense was obviously, they came to play. And our offense, executed at times and times it didn't. But I think the positives is the players that we thought were going to be players showed up today.
All right, and there's the Mayor's Cup. Shadow Hills, 6-0 in this rivalry.
Staying at the home of the Knights.
Yeah, they've been dominant so far. All right, we are rolling along with the show. Our next game features one of the top teams in the area, Palm Springs, traditional powerhouse program here locally, but they lost their power last year when their star quarterback, Javen Kapler, went down to an injury. This year, Cap is back. He's at the controls, and, well, he can help the tribe take the title, Bailey.
Yeah, don't forget that Kapler silenced the desert in leading the Indians over Palm Desert PD last season. That snapped the Aztecs' 23-game win streak over desert opponents. But that was then, and this is now. Dan Murphy and Palm Springs always schedule a tough non-league slate, hosting Yucaipa in their season opener. And Yucaipa beat the Indians a year ago, and the tribe wants revenge. Landon Knowlton and Jesse Manning on the team tackle there. Next play, defense following the ball, following the QB, Isaiah Hernandez holds on to Yucaipa's quarterback for a 15-yard loss. The tribe travels in packs. Palm Springs defense setting the tone. And then in comes in one of the best skill position players we have in our desert, Braden Hapner. Breaks a tackle, returns the punt 20 yards. Interviewed him during the preseason, and he just loves to play ball. Passionate about his team. And yeah, he'll talk some business. And in order for the Tribe to be successful, get the ball to number 10. Get used to this combo. Kapler to Hapner, momentum.
Cap to hat.
Then to cap it off on 4th down, Kapler scrambles right, defense all draped over him, stays patient, finds Kieran Michaels for the touchdown. Indians take down the Thunderbirds 21-9 the final. The Springs with a complete team effort win in the All Reds.
Yeah, those new uniforms there, the new helmets. We're used to seeing Palm Springs with kind of the white helmets or black helmets, but they always have some nice threads out there in Palm Springs. And Bailey, you're a big fashion guy, so I know you appreciate
they're
those.
Bringing the heat. It seems like everyone here is in the desert, and we're just getting started with the show. Coming up, the Arabs are back at it. We'll see how the reigning 2-time DVL champs Coachella Valley did in their season opener.
Yeah, that's right. Plus a trip to the Lions Den, Cathedral City, showcasing their new squad. We got highlights, scores, and more on the way. You're watching High School Football Week 1 edition on the best local sports show.
You're watching High School Football, the best local sports show!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What was that, syrup?
Yeah, in case I get hungry.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I like
Pancake
it.
blocks,
Yeah, okay.
pancakes on the field.
That's pretty cool.
The trenches matters.
Yes, they do. Welcome back to the best local sports show. Blake Arthur here with Bailey Arredondo. And Bailey, in the Desert Valley League, CV, Syrup, they have been the team to beat. The Arabs with 2 straight league titles, and this year looking to make it 3.
Yes, Blake, and the Arabs are all in for another DVL title, but before they contend for another championship, they want to build some confidence, some chemistry, 2 things that have made CV successful in recent years. And like clockwork, the mighty Arabs show up and show out. Miss Raquel did an incredible job designing the new cheer and football uniforms.
Those are sweet.
It's those little details for me. Canyon Springs, a visiting team, head coach Bill Johnson, unable to coach due to testing positive for COVID. We wish him well, but the boys had his back. If you don't know the name Aaron Ramirez, well, let me be the first to introduce you. 5'5", $130, but a nightmare for defenses. That was the first play of the game for CV, and a house call. Quarterback Hugo Sandoval hits Josh Ortiz on the out route. Sandoval told me this game was for Coach Jay Ramirez. He wants the rock, hits the outside, another gear. Watch this cut up the field. Another great run. He had 2 touchdowns in the first half and over 200 yards for the game. CV wins big at home over Canyon Springs. 42-7 the final. Aaron Ramirez on your screen, a sophomore, folks. So
Just a sophomore.
You got 3 more years of 2-3 running the rock.
Wow, he's special. He could tote the rock. All right. Hey, nobody does a game night quite like Cathedral City. Always fun out there in the Lions Den. Head coach Richard Lee in Cathedral City. They lost a lot of talent to graduation, so some new players need to step up this season. There's Coach Lee. Beautiful backdrop there. Rancho Christian, good team out of Temecula. The Eagles dominated this game really from start to finish. Got to credit Cathedral City, though, for showing the fight in some muggy conditions. Noah Gannon, one of the bright spots for the Lions. Babe, look at this. Makes a man miss there and then thinks he's tackled. No, stays on his feet. Lower half. Keep those legs working. Keep them moving.
Play through the whistle.
Play through the whistle. Yes, there is Noah Gannon. Lost his helmet a couple times. Just a tough playmaker. Cathedral City would get a touchdown, a couple touchdowns, but in the end, not enough. 48-14 the final. The Lions, very young squad, so going to be some growing pains this season there for Cathedral City.
All right, Xavier Prep now in the City of Angels against Salesian to start their season. Phone video here, courtesy of Brooke Ruiz. Yeah, moms matter. Her son pretty darn good at quarterback for the Saints. Tossed a touchdown here, but it was only their 1 score of the game. Salesian, a solid squad. You know, any team up there in LA, Orange County ball, just a little bit different than the desert. Saints with a tough loss on the road. Should learn from this. Well-coached team, a lot of senior talent. 38-15 the final. Xavier has a good team this year. They're going to need a big bounce back after week 1.
Yeah, I think Xavier's going to be one of the contenders in the Desert Empire League. And let's look now at some scores from week 1. Some games we could not get to. Desert Hot Springs and Desert Mirage. The Golden Eagles, they lose at home to Indian Springs, 46-6 the final, while Desert Mirage, they were shut out on the road at San Bernardino, 76-0. Not the opener the Rams were hoping for. Hopefully they will bounce back next week. All right, coming up, we had a few Thursday games this week featuring the 5-time league champs Palm Desert. Highlights are ahead. Plus, Bailey, what do we got?
We got our Plays of the Week nominees. Always a fan favorite. Highlights of all 3 of the Plays of the Week and much more. You're watching high school football on the best local sports show.
Hey, turn me up, baby. 22-23 season. That's next week coming, baby.
You're watching high school football, the best local sports show.
Yeah, don't like it, love it. Welcome back inside our Thousand Palm Studios. Bailey Redondo alongside Blake Arthur. And Blake, we had a few Thursday games this week, one of which featured the 5-time league champs Palm Desert, plus Rancho Mirage, who we'll get to in a moment.
Yeah, we're going to start with Palm Desert. Began their year at home against Rancho Verde out of Moreno Valley. Nice backdrop, really, for a high school football game. One of my favorite views in the desert. Shane McComb leading the Aztecs for another season. And McComb, he draws up the pooch kick to start the season. How about that? Catches Rancho Verde off guard, and the Aztecs, they get the football. So PD in business, second offensive player of the year. It's the first touchdown of the year. Fake the screen, hit him over the top. Brady Clemmer to Cameron Theis. Just like that, 7-0 Aztecs. And, well, PD couldn't have had a better start to this game or their season. They were solid in all 3 phases. One of those phases being defense. Tyrese McNeely with a TFL. That's a tackle for loss. Nice play there, just coming through the gut. And then more Palm Desert defense. All 11 hats to the football. Andrew Pineda there to recover the fumble. Everything going the Aztecs' way early and often. And look, that's all before we even introduced you to Dimitri Chester. Chester 2K. He got something special. This kid is 5 feet 5 inches, weighs 160 pounds. He finished with 3 touchdowns. He wants 2,000 yards this year. Palm Desert rolled Rancho Verde 35-21 the final. Aztecs impressive victory in their start to the season on Thursday. Look for PD to, well, they're gonna hope they can get that 6th straight league championship. They're definitely still the team to beat until anyone knocks them off.
We see you, Chester 2K. To Rancho Mirage, where the Rattlers begin their quest for a statement season. Hemet Bulldogs in town at Jerry Argovitz Stadium. These 2 teams played last year, week 1, and Rancho won 12-0. And on defense, Rattlers came ready to bite. Ooh. Jeremiah Williams gets his hands on the tip pass, gets a couple of yards on the return and into scoring position. That fueled the troops, but Rancho's offense was a little bit out of rhythm to start the game. This is week 1. Hemet would strike first on the quarterback keep, 6-0 Dogs. Ensuing Rattler drive, Ethan Zamora scores the first touchdown of the season, uses his feet. Rattlers up 7-6 at the half. But after another Hemet touchdown and a lot of penalties for the Rattlers, Hemet wins it on the road, 16-9, the final. Rattlers play hard. Coach LD Matthews has his team dialed in, but they're going to be looking for a bounce back coming in week 2. All right, finishing the show as we do all seasons with our favorite plays of the week.
Yeah, it's really simple. We pick the nominees, you pick the winner. Number 1, Noah Gannon of Cathedral City. I love this play when I saw it. Makes a defender miss and then bounces off another defender. Huge gain for the first down, and he does it in style. That's Noah Gannon of Cathedral City. Play of the week nominee.
Weight room.
Number 1.
Weight room.
Ooh, look at that. Keeps the feet moving.
I love football. Number 2, Shadow Hills. Punt block for the score. Jeremiah Peffers there to recover it for the Knights. Listen, Coach Escobar told me during the previews that number 1, 8, he's got the chance to be one of the best defensive players of the desert. JP, welcome to Plays of the Week. Shadow Hills wins the Mayor's Cup.
And last but not least, number 3, Aaron Ramirez, sophomore running back for the Mighty Arabs. You saw the highlight reel. We call this a melt in the business. 3 touchdowns, 233 yards, leads the Arabs to a win over Canyon Springs. Nice game for him. Be sure to vote all weekend on our website. The winning play will be announced on Monday. So that is it for this week's edition. Week 1 of the Best Local Sports Show. As always, thank you to our hardworking team. That makes it all possible. And thank you for watching. He's Bailey Redondo. I'm Blake Arthur. BA's out.
See you Friday.